I thought moving into our new home would make life feel like a dream. In that moment, I thought happiness had taken shape. I believed that with a home, our dreams would never drift again. In the dream, we moved into a new home, and everything seemed so beautiful. I turned to my husband and said, "This is where Sleepless in Seattle was filmed."
Oh, you're right.
From the balcony, I saw a river shimmering under the sunset. But beneath that golden light floated piles of trash and shoes. I heard there was a local tradition. People would place their shoes in the river as a symbol of doing good deeds, believing it would bring them good luck. But now, the river is filled with floating shoes. Many black children were searching for matching pairs in the dirty water. I gazed at the river, and an ache rose quietly within me. Perhaps even kindness can hurt when it awakens what we've long ignored. That evening, we attended a banquet. The children played, ignoring their food. Watching the wasted food, I remembered those children in the river. After the banquet, we walked along the river. My children's eyes lit up as they watched other kids picking shoes from the water. They thought it was just a game. The children jumped into the muddy river, laughing as they reached for the shoes. I hated how filthy the river was, yet I felt this might be a lesson they needed. They searched and searched, but never found a matching pair. Their smiles faded into confusion and disappointment. They thought it was a game, not realizing it was someone else's survival. Some kids stand in this dirty river just for one pair of shoes. I knelt down, looked into my children's eyes, and whispered, "Do you know how lucky you are?" At that moment, I was speaking to myself too. My children stood silently by the river, eyes fixed on the drifting water. Perhaps, for the first time, they began to wonder, what does happiness really mean? My child looked up and asked,
"Mom, why are they searching for shoes?"
I froze, unable to answer. Some questions don't exist because there are no answers, but because we've never truly thought about the real cause behind them. As I watched those shoes soaking in the river, I suddenly understood. Genuine kindness shouldn't just be a ritual or a formality. Some acts of help stay on the surface, while others reach the heart. I lift my phone's light toward the dark river. The beam reveals a child's figure beneath the surface. A quiet realization began to awaken within me. In that moment, I was no longer just a bystander. I stepped down to the river and picked up a worn-out shoe. I gently washed the mud off the shoe, as if cleansing my own heart of judgment and distance. In that quiet moment, peace filled me. True kindness is not charity. It is understanding. My children and husband stepped down to the riverside, joining me in picking up the discarded shoes and trash. Maybe changing the world doesn't need to be grand. It just needs a beginning. The water slowly cleared, as if washing away ignorant kindness. The children in the river smiled back at us. In that moment, I knew. True connection needs no words, only a heart willing to understand. One of the children finally found a matching pair of shoes. He smiled. His smile felt like hope rediscovered, a reminder that kindness always finds its way back. Soon, we invited the nearby residents to help clean the river together. Perhaps true kindness isn't about letting shoes drift in the water. It's about helping the river come back to life. I finally understand. Kindness without wisdom only drifts into pollution. True compassion is to let goodness flow farther and purer. I told my children, this is what real help looks like. The moment of awareness, that's where change begins. We walked hand in hand along the clean riverside. In that moment, I felt that we had all learned to see. The river has turned clear, as if my heart, too, has been purified. In Jungian psychology, the river symbolizes the flow of emotion. The floating shoes represent an integrated kindness and shadow. When goodness shifts from mere formality to genuine compassion. When kindness becomes action, the river, too, begins to clear. True help begins with truly seeing. Good intentions without wisdom drift into harm. When kindness loses its direction, even the river suffers. But when kindness joins hands with wisdom, transformation begins. True kindness awakens what has long been asleep. Wisdom gives kindness its direction, and the world flows again.